Hi, welcome back to Kitchen WOD. I'm Andi Vanderhoff from CrossFit Pella. This past week I got a few questions about how to feed your kids between practices, after supper when they're still hungry. I don't know about your kids, but I know my kids are really busy right now, and they oftentimes don't get to eat supper until later, or even after supper they're still hungry. So what are some quick things that they can eat between that don't cost you a ton and that aren't heavily processed and that you can make on your own? So I've got a few quick ideas for you. First of all, this week I made a couple batches of beef jerky. Quick recipe for you. It's 4 pounds of lean meat, about a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, about 3 teaspoons of garlic powder, a little bit of ground pepper, and then about 2 teaspoons of ginger. Mix that all together. You can put it in your oven on really low in a thin layer, or if you have a dehydrator, do that. Another idea, I make a fair amount of homemade granola bars. They're relatively high in carbohydrates and they do have grains, but my kids tolerate grains well and they need the carbohydrates with all the exercise that they're getting. So the way that I make those, I take about 2 cups of rolled oats. It's like the old-fashioned oats, about 1/2 cup of honey, about 1.5 cups of either peanut butter or almond butter, or you can do sunflower seed butter. And then I take about 1 cup combined of unsweetened flaked coconut. I add in a few chocolate chips. I add in a few dried cranberries. You can add in kind of whatever you want. I also add in some chia seed and also some flax seed. Put that in a 9x13 pan, press that out, and then put it in like a press and seal type of wrapper after that's set up. Another thing that I've been making, takes a little bit more work and it has to be refrigerated, is Scotch eggs. So I hard boil some eggs and then I wrap them in pork sausage and then fry them gently and then finish them off in the oven. They're very high in fat. Again, not an issue for our kids probably, but you do want to balance that with vegetables. So I know kids, boys especially, are really excited to eat protein and like drink muscle milk and have things like that because they see it as, oh, I'm taking a protein, I'm gonna get jacked. But more, or just as importantly as that protein, we want to make sure that our kids are getting vegetables. So think about like the mini peppers. You can send that and some string cheese, or you can send a little case of peanut butter along with some carrots or apples, which are great in season this time of the year. Another thing that I make after supper a lot of times, especially if I feel like they haven't gotten the vegetables that they need, or along with breakfast, are smoothies. So I use, instead of using protein powder because it's expensive and it's really processed and you don't know what's all in there, I actually use pasteurized egg whites. So I add in, per serving, about 3 tablespoons of egg white. I sprinkle in a little bit of xanthan gum. That's Xanthan. It's in a little red package that you can find for like 48 cents in the gluten-free area. Add in a banana, add in a couple handfuls of spinach, and then some berries or frozen pineapple, whatever it may be, and then I whirl that together in my Ninja. It's a great way for them to get more vegetables. None of our kids and none of us adults are getting the vegetables that we need, so smoothies are a great way to get that. So I hope that a few of these ideas helped. So again, reviewing those, make your own jerky. You don't have to add any sugar to it. You do need to keep it in the fridge, but you don't need to add any sugar. Keep it in the fridge or put it in the freezer. They can take it in the morning and it'll be fine in their bag. Send with fruit and a nut butter. You can make your own granola bars. Again, I keep those in the fridge or freezer, and then in their bags, they're fine. Scotch eggs are a nice breakfast idea, or hot lunch idea, or I mean cold lunch idea. Smoothies are a great way to get some extra vegetables in them. Remember, you are in charge of what your kids are eating. You're the one who buy the goldfish crackers or don't buy them. Choose to make sure that they are getting good protein sources, good fat sources, and plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables. You're in charge of their nutrition. Help them to make the best choice and help them to stay fueled through this soccer season. And you as well, because it's a lot of work getting them to games and to practices. Thanks for watching.